My name is Al Rodenburg, and this is a new series of podcasts introducing entrepreneurs, business owners from all over the world. Today, I'll be visiting with Anshuman Purohit. Did I pronounce that correctly? Your name?
Perfectly.
Did I? Oh, great. Okay. So, a little bit about Anshuman. He is an accomplished technology professional with a distinguished career in leading architecture, design, development, and delivery of large scale enterprise solutions in financial services, high tech electronics, manufacturing, and retail industries. He is an outstanding technology leader and a skilled team builder. As a second career, he is passionate ma- about making latest technology accessible to doctors and dentists in private practice. And Schumann is a father of two and lives near Denver, Colorado. So I'm excited to have you here today. You're my second interview, and you have got. I loved reading this. You're involved in high tech electronics, manufacturing, and especially the technology part in making that accessible to doctors and dentists. I love that. And I'll ask you more about that in a minute, but we want to get to know you just a little bit. Okay. Um, so how would your family and friends, how would they describe you?
First of all, thank you, Al, for taking the time.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Happy to be here. And my family would describe me as somebody who is compassionate, kind, and very detail oriented perfectionist.
Great. So with what you're doing now, did you picture yourself doing that when you were a child?
No, absolutely not. Last 25 years or so, I have been doing software development, but computer wasn't a thing when I was growing up.
Oh, yeah, me too, but I'll be 71, so yeah. I think the only ones they had were the supercomputers back then. Um, well, that's awesome. Um, so when you were in school, what topics did you like? What classes did you like when you were in school? What was your favorite subject?
Uh, Physics and applied math, calculus was my
Wow.
favorite.
Wow. Okay, I'm feeling very dumb now. I I'm good at the adding, subtracting, multiplying, and that's about it. When I was growing up, I was like, hey, if I can make it work in business and I can figure out how to change the cost of stuff, I'm good. Um, was there a turning point in your life where things changed for you?
uh, yes, turning point, I would say pretty recently, like most everybody else, COVID-19.
Hmm.
That's a turning point. Previous to that, I used to go to client site, meet people, and I enjoyed doing that. But COVID changed it on its head, and now I'm missing that personal connection,
Mhm.
and that's why I changed my career from going and doing software development to now taking that technology, wrapping it around a service where it gives me opportunity to sit down with people one on one and discuss their business.
Right. And that's much more enjoyable. I find, I mean, it's great to talk to people like this on Zoom and everything because, you're thousands of miles away from me. So this way, at least we can talk and see each other. But when you're sitting in someone's office, it's a totally different experience because you get to see what's going on, right? So tell me, I mean, you said you're passionate about making the latest technology accessible to doctors and dentists in private practice. So what does that mean when you say the latest technology? Are you talking about like HIPAA related things or, I mean, software or hardware or combination?
Yeah, so it is a combination of all. So
Mhm.
I bring this technology for adding value to the smallest uh, private practices. Things like um, uh, billing, coding is one class of software. and the other class would be HIPAA and how you are HIPAA compliant and still be using a lot of the technology for interoperability and educating uh, uh, the practitioners on HIPAA compliance, and also using a lot of this technology into digital marketing and social proofing and reputation management while still be HIPAA compliant.
Oh, wow. Well, I've heard a lot in different industries, like financial planners, for example. They have to be very careful about their social media presence as to what they put on. And I'm assuming it'd be the same for doctors, maybe. I'm not sure.
It is a intersection of a lot of different aspects the doctors have to deal with. There is
Hmm.
the healthcare science, there is a healthcare business, and then also be able to compassionate for the patient's uh, outcome, right?
Sure.
Uh, and those three are a critical balance. In the digital world, how do we do telehealth and still be compassionate and follow up visit without taking a lot of time from the doctors? Um, and it comes in with various aspects of psychology as well as digital modern technologies, AI, and then be very personable to uh, the individual uh, practitioners.
Well, I can see that that would be a challenge for some doctors. I don't know about you, but some doctors are very, very personable and, that's great. And then others, they're just like, okay, how soon can I get this person out of my life? Like, okay, here you go. Here's a pill or whatever. Um, so it sounds like what you're offering them is a way to make sure that they're doing a complete interaction with their clients and make that a good situation, but also being efficient for the practice.
Right, right. And in that process, generate value for the practice uh, and be streamlined, efficient, and profitable. So those are the three legs of my services.
Awesome. What's one thing that you didn't expect when you went into business, um, that that happened while you were developing the business that maybe you didn't expect when you first started out?
Uh, that's a good question. Let me think about it. One thing that I didn't realize, be it in software or be it in uh, uh, the business I'm now, it's a, the field is changing constantly.
Hmm.
So instead of the learning a new concept be a destination, uh, it is a journey, and I need to embrace that and enjoy the journey rather than looking towards a goal as such.
That's probably a good commentary for most of our lives, right?
Yes.
um, so what keeps you going? What's your motivation in what you do?
Uh, so I would say I'm constantly learning.
Hmm.
At my age, I'm 47. So that keeps me going and evolving, learning new things, applying the new knowledge to my current day in the form of an innovation that keeps me going.
Awesome, awesome. Um, is there a myth about your type of business that you'd like to discuss, a misconception that people have about what you do?
Yeah, surely. With my new business, there is a big misconception that doctors and dentists are rich.
Aren't they?
And yeah, that's the common misconception. And rich is both a quantitative as as well as a qualitative aspect to it.
Right, right.
And then there is balance sheet, which might say a completely different aspect of it. So, rich versus wealthy is a subject that I have been studying lately,
Okay,
and uh, and that is giving me a different color, which I wouldn't have known if I wouldn't have entered this business.
gotcha. So, how are you approaching networking? What do you feel is the best avenue for you to network with other people? Like, are most of your clients local, or do you find that you have clients across the country or around the world? Or
So, networking, entering into this business, I knew networking is going to be one of my biggest challenges,
Mhm.
and and that's what I signed up for. So I'm doing direct marketing as well as content marketing.
Mhm.
But what I enjoy the most is meeting people in direct and
Right.
talking to power partners. That's what I enjoy the most. If that is the most effective way, I'm a happy business person.
You sound like an advertisement for BNI. Um,
Yes.
are you familiar with BNI?
Yes, I'm familiar. I'm BNI chapter. I'm visiting them, and also I'm a local Chamber of Commerce member.
Oh,
And
great. Oh,
yeah,
that's great. Yeah, I've been involved in chambers, in charge of the ambassador group at the Houston Northwest Chamber for about 8 years, and I was in 4 different chapters of BNI, so I'm familiar with the power. When you were talking about the power partners, power teams, things like that. That's a big part of things. So, what's one question that I have not asked you that you wish I would have asked you? Because I never know what people are gonna. Maybe you wanted to talk about something that I have not asked you about.
uh, maybe uh, I wish you asked me how can I help you,
Okay.
because uh, that's a question.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, absolutely. Share it with us.
Uh, so I would say healthcare industry um, is under a lot of stress from a different angle,
Hmm.
and the healthcare cost is increasing, right? There are regulation being put on, mainly targeting larger organizations, but there is a technology play. There's chat GPT, AI, ML, all aspects coming into uh, play. All those things are all good, but um, there is quite a bit of leakage, revenue leakage, and that's what um, I'm trying to target right now.
Hmm.
Is to bring in uh, the technology to solve it so that uh, the doctors get the career satisfaction that they came up with, and the leakage is limited so that we get a better healthcare at a affordable price. And that's probably I can contribute to the community local first approach, and that's how probably I can help everybody in my local as well as larger global community in US.
Awesome. Well, Anshuman, I really enjoyed getting to know you a little bit better, and I hope we can do another visit at some